Howdy folks, Bluesboy Jag here. I'm going to go over a couple of different ideas of how you can play some cool jazzy blues chords. And I'm going to do this on the 6-string Cigar box guitar tuned naturally. These are just some simple little chords and licks that you can throw into either your rhythm of a song. See if I can get my phone situated here. Or a lead solo in your song. So let's get right to it. So key of A, again, I'm tuned natural. So key of A, let's just say we'll do some chords in the key of A. These are partial chords, and they allow you to play a solo and throw some of these partial chords in the middle of your solo, or you can use these partial chords as part of the rhythm of the song when someone else is singing. Okay, so we all know about the 9th chord, right? That's your traditional A9 chord right there. So if you're not familiar with that, pinky on the 5th fret, 2nd string. You've got your 2nd finger on the 4th fret, 3rd string. You've got your 3rd finger on the 4th string, 5th fret, and you've got your 1st finger on the 5th string, 4th fret. So it looks a little weird to those of you who have never played this chord before. So once again, pinky 2nd string, 5th fret, and then you've got your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret, 3rd finger on the 4th string, 5th fret, 1st finger on the 5th string, 4th fret. That's an A9, very common in jazz and blues, especially say T-Bone Walker kind of stuff. All right, so there's your A9. Now one thing that is really cool, you can take a 3-note, what some people would call a D major 7. What? A D major 7? And throw it in the middle of a key of A blues? What? Makes no sense whatsoever. It's not technically a D major 7. Some of you more familiar with a lot of these different jazz chords may be able to tell me exactly what this chord is. It's definitely a D major 7 if I bar all the way across, but that's not what I'm going to do in this case. I'm going to take most of that D major 7 and I'm going to throw it in the middle of the key of A blues. So this is what you end up with. 3rd finger, 2nd string, 7th fret. 1st finger, 3rd string, 6th fret. 2nd finger, 4th string, 7th fret. So it's kind of a diamond shape, kind of a triangle shape, pyramid shape. And it looks just like a regular open D7, except you're on the 7th fret and your 3rd finger is on the 2nd string. Only play those 3 strings. So by now y'all are probably going, what the heck is he talking about? Key of A blues and he's playing a D major 7, a D7 inverted up, and just hang on there. I'll give you an example of what this sounds like. So we'll just do kind of a T-Bone Walker-ish kind of deal. Just ignore what I'm doing here. I'm just setting the groundwork for the jam. So we just did the intro to the song, and now here's the guitar solo. So I'm just gonna start out with, say, regular old pentatonic key of A. I'm gonna throw that chord in the middle of it. So you can tell I threw that in a lot more than I normally would, but that's just for example purposes. So I'm just playing the regular old A major pentatonic blues scale, T-Bone Walker kind of deal, which, for those of you not familiar with that, I'll go over it real quick. So everybody should know the pentatonic, the regular old minor pentatonic, right? So rock and roll, country. So here's key of A, blues, tried and true pentatonic rock scale. Okay, so here we go. Pinky on 8th fret, first string. First finger, 5th fret, first string. So pinky, 8th fret, first string. First finger, first string, 5th fret. Same thing, next string. So you got pinky on 8, first finger on 1. Or I'm sorry, on 5. The 3rd string. You got your 3rd finger on the 3rd string. This is on the 7th fret. First finger is on the 5th fret. Same thing on the 4th string. 7 to 5. Same thing on the 5th string. 7 to 5. Now on the 6th string, we're back up to pinky on 8th fret. First finger on 5th fret. To recap very quickly, so you got 2 frets in between on that first string. Same thing on the 2nd. Now for the next 3, it's going to be 7 to 5. 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. Now for the 6th string, back to the pinky 1. Pinky down to the 1. That's your regular old rock and roll, jazz, country, blues, pentatonic scale. Now what we're going to do is add a couple of notes to that to make it the major pentatonic. So all I did was add my 3rd finger. And most people who learn how to play rock and roll are told don't play that because it don't fit, and they're right, it doesn't fit. However, if you're playing swinging kind of jazzy blues, it's beautiful, fits perfectly. So I'm going to throw a couple of these notes in on the top 2 strings only, and I'm going to throw that chord in. So what you have is pinky, 7th or 8th fret, 3rd finger, 7th fret. So we added that note, first finger, 5th fret. Same thing on the 2nd string. The rest of the rock and roll pentatonic, the tried and true that everybody's been playing for decades and playing the rock and roll and so forth, that's going to remain the same. All we are doing is adding one note, first string, 7th fret. One note, 2nd string, 7th fret. It's with your 3rd finger. Right? Okay, so think behind you, behind me, pretend like there's a band playing some T-Bone Walker kind of a bluesy 9th rhythm here. And I'll do a little solo, throw those notes in, and I'll throw that little chord in. So here you go. I'll set the pace for here you go. I'm just doing the rhythm now. I haven't even got to my solo. I'm just setting the scene here. Is I'm playing a solo with some chords thrown in, and I'm going back to the regular old A9, which, I mean, playing blues, you gotta know that chord. And when I went over at the beginning of this, that's your tonic, it's your key of A. Just throw that one in, throw that little 3-note, whatever that is. Some people call it pretty much a D major 7. barred across. I don't even know what it is. All I know is I'm playing an A, and I'm playing a C sharp, and I'm playing an F sharp. Those 3 strings, 4 3-2 strings only. So here's the easy way to remember where you're at visually when you look at the fretboard and you're throwing this chord in. So remember, key of A, here's your regular old A bar chord, right? Here's your visual reference for your scale for the key of A pentatonic. Most people start out here, right? First finger on A. Okay, so basically A, 5th fret, right? So just think A, 5th fret, blammo, there you go. So you got your A9 chord, or you could do your A7 chord, or you could do your scale right there. But it's all based on your first finger being on that 5th fret. Well, this makes it real easy. You want to throw that 3-note chord in. It's 2 frets above. It's 2 frets above with your 3rd finger and your 2nd finger. So now you're on the 7th fret with your 3rd finger and your 2nd finger, and you're on the 6th fret with your 1st finger. So you're just 1 or 2 frets away from blammo, your home bass 5th fret. So when you're on stage and let's say, you know, people are dancing and you're checking out the hot chicks and so forth, and the lights are flashing and it's hard to see your guitar neck and you're sitting there playing the solo, it's really easy. Just go right 1 fret above where you're at. So I'll give you another example. Very cool, very cool. 1 fret above where I'm at. Just throw that 3 note, that's it, just 3 notes. Throw that in, bury it in some beautiful shimmering reverb, and there you go. That wasn't too much information thrown at you too quick. It's a really cool way to make your solo sound a little bit jazzier by throwing chords in the middle of them. And you can change any key very quickly. So if you're jamming at, say, a blues jam, and you call out a song in A, and the singer says, can't do it in A, gotta do it in G, real simple, just move everything down 2 frets. Play it exactly the same. Move it on down 2 frets. So here we go. Key of G, same deal. G9, G major pentatonic. There's that chord right there, 2 frets above your G. There's your G fret, right? 2 frets above. Play your little triangle chord, blammo, you got it.